Please subscribe to Facetv Africa and turn the notification on. Facetv Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, subscribe, hete.
Face TV was Swoby.
Good day, welcome to this broadcast. It is a good news that we're hearing at the moment that the dollar from over 900 is being sold 700, even at Abuki FX, the so-called speculators, exchange racketeers. So it's a good news for Nigeria and Nigerians, and also for the economy, that the dollar will experience relatively low impact on the naira. Now, it is believed that if you go to exchange your dollar for the naira, you're going to get it at a little above 700 or 750 naira. The dollar crashed between 805 and 790 at the parallel exchange market on Tuesday. This is according to the report. So it started a steady decline from 925 to 930. It was exchanged in the morning till around 4 p.m. When news about a possible central bank of Nigeria intervention filtered through the Bureau de Change BDC operators, called that the CBN announced plans to take critical decisions to reverse the slide of the naira in the next few days, thereby resulting in significant losses to the speculators. The acting CBN governor Folashodun Tinubu has been up and doing. He has been really acting on the state of the dollar against the naira.
What could be done to stabilize and what could be done to improve the liquidity in the market and also the goings-on in the various other markets, including the parallel markets. He is concerned about its impact on the average person, since unfortunately a lot of activities that we do which are purely local are still referenced to exchange rates in the parallel market.
He dropped a hint on Monday while briefing State House reporters after a meeting with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. So according to checks by reporters at Allen Avenue and Bagada in Lagos, suggests that the BDCs, that's the Bureau de Change, are buying at a little above 700 after touching 970 to the dollar earlier in the day. That's a drastic move from 970 to 700. I think is one of the greatest comebacks in our exchange rate history, from 970 to 700. That is, you are looking at, if I would say, a loss of 200 naira. At the Wakpa Forex market in Kano, the BDCs are buying at the same price. So it is being reported that it's a new uniform price that the dollar has come down. Further checks at Zone 4 BDC's market in Abuja revealed how money speculators in the area were taken unawares by development. It's an interesting one, that they never saw it coming. Like the song that from Ashake, they never see me coming. So they never saw this coming. However, the investors and exporters window, the dollar opened at 789 naira to a dollar, and also got to a high of 799 to the dollar and a low of 740 to the dollar, and eventually closed at 774 to a dollar. So 10 naira higher than 764 it closed the previous day. So you see the downward slope of the dollar. It is as a result of decisive governance by the CBN governor, unlike the Emefiele regime, Buhari Emefiele regime, that we saw recklessness, we saw people willing to cause havoc to the economy. So let's look at what is the reality of the whole thing. The current development may be attributed to different factors, which may be a clamp down on money speculators, because money speculators play a significant role in Forex. These speculators, such as Bureau de Change, actually dictate the Forex performance against the naira. Acting CBN governor in his speech warned the money speculators to desist from any activity that would further weaken the naira. Another reason may be due to the $3 billion loan taken from the African Export-Import Bank, which that is by the NNPCL, which will in a sense ensure availability of the currency dollar in the system, because the exporters, importers need the dollar to trade. If there's no such, like if there's no money in circulations, exporters, importers cannot do business. And if exporters, importers cannot do business, the current stock will relatively go high. So now making available $3 billion in the system would further support exporters and importers to bring in their goods, and even at a reduced rate is going to really bring down the price of whatever they are importing. Okay, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, that's the report, says that it announced that it has secured a $3 billion emergency crude oil repayment loan from the African Export-Import Bank. He said the loan will be used by the oil company to support the federal government in stabilizing Nigeria's exchange rate. It was gathered that the facility would also help in reducing the pump price of premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol. Impeccable sources at the oil firm also told reporters that the loan would boost the imports of petrol into Nigeria, as oil marketers further confirmed that the facility will tackle the seeming re-emergence. You see, the two reasons why you see the dollar has come to an all-time low since the beginning of this current regime. First is that the speculators, those that dictate the price, have been tackled, and second is that the availability of dollar in the system will also influence the rate at which we'll exchange dollar to the naira. These are the things that are especially seen as a challenge: the scarcity of dollars. Yes, it is the scarcity of dollars that will lead to an increase in the dollar rate, because if you have few dollars to share amongst prospective buyers, it will jack up the price for exchange. It will also limit productivity and development. And also, we are optimistic that this good news will not be short-lived, because a stable and healthy foreign exchange rate will bring stability to the economy. It will spur other areas. It will affect, it's just like petrol. Anytime there's an increase in the petrol price, it affects every sector of the economy. And these NNPC importers or petroleum importers, they need the dollar to import. If the dollar itself is in scarce quantity, it's going to affect their imports, and affecting their imports will now result to an increase in the current price of petrol. An increase in the current price of petrol will now affect every other sector of the society. That's why you see people selling bread will want to increase their price of bread. People that are into all sorts of industries, people selling pure water, will be contemplating an increase. Even mineral like Coke, Fanta, and the rest, beverages, they'll be contemplating their increase, because indirectly the scarcity of dollar would affect the price. Also, the rate will affect the price. So we are believing that this is not a short-lived reality. It is something that is going to stay and is going to be stable. And you saw the recent report that the president assured that this petrol price will never get higher than what it is. I think it is the confidence he has is on this current report, availability of the dollar, and also the decrease in the price of dollar against naira. He must have had this confidence on this report to tell Nigerians that there won't be any further increase in the petrol price. I believe this is a wise decision by the president to prevent an impending danger, because the people are ready to express their dissatisfaction in whatever means. But the market reality is not certain. We may have this talk on paper, but until we see the changes in reality, until we have to go to these BDCs, or the banks will be exchanging at the rate that is being reported, then we can believe what the politicians are saying, because this has been the position of Nigerians. When anytime politicians make a statement, they tend not to believe the politicians, whether it's the president, whether it's the presidential aide, whether it's a minister. Just recently, we heard that the president has given portfolio to the ministers, and I believe that he is going to hit the ground running when he organizes his cabinet. But this one we are hearing is good news, and if it doesn't persist for long, it will be as if it's just a child's play. If it reduces to 700 and at the end of the day, within 2-3 days, it goes back to its normal 900, it will be as if nothing happened. And let's talk of it. Where did we start getting the increase in the dollar? I believe is around the 670 when President Bola Tinubu took power. So we are even looking at a further decrease. Strengthening the economy, productive economy, will lead to a further decrease in the value of the dollar against the naira. Naysayers are saying that this good news is short-lived, but let the president prove to naysayers and those that don't believe that he can really pull any string to revive and revamp the economy. Let him prove to them so that he will have every cause to say anything, and the people will believe what is being said and what is being promised. Okay, I think this is what we have for today.
Please subscribe to Face TV Africa and turn the notification on. Face TV Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ subscribe hete.
Face TV was Swoby.